Welcome everybody to another episode of 30 for 30 with the Wolves of Wealth. I am Chris, aka No Risk, No Premium. Guys, really quick, I wanted to come in here and discuss the Fibonacci retracement that you have on a lot of different brokers. I'm going to show you mine on TOS, which is a Thinkorswim platform, which is a TD Ameritrade product. So, what is Fibonacci? Okay, well, the Fibonacci was like this really old mathematician, like in the really long time ago. Super smart guy, but he came up with like the sequence, right? And pretty much the Fibonacci sequence was each sum of an, or each, yeah, wait, each number is the sum of the two preceding ones, if I'm not mistaken. So it goes something like this. You would have 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay. Then the two preceding numbers are what in that sequence? 1 and 2, right? Because you have 1, 1, 2. So then you go 1 plus 2 is 3. Then the next sequence would be 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 30. Okay, you understand it goes on and on and on. Okay. Now, what the fuck does that have to do with our actual market today? Well, quite frankly, I don't think it has to do a goddamn thing. But I just wanted to give you that little bit of background. What Fibonacci retracement is, it's a method of technical analysis that allows you to find different support and resistance levels. Typically, the ratios provide an area where it is very likely from a percentage standpoint that a stock or a movement retraces to that is in a certain trend. Okay, does that make sense? So, like, let's use SPY for an example. Okay, let's use SPY. The trend is definitely down here, you would say, right? We got a bunch of lower lows, lower highs. Now we have come to retest this 200-day moving average, but nonetheless, it looks like a downtrend. Now, where could this trend retrace to? Well, you would want to take the highest swing point and the lowest swing point. And the same thing if you're doing a swing high. Just for this example, I'm going to use SPY because it's a little more up to date. So I would take the swing high at the high here, and you would come down and find the low. And you would click. Boom. Okay. Now what you have here is you have a bunch of percentages, right? You have 38.2, 50%, 61.8, 78.6 if you actually come down here. Then you have 127.2 and 168.8 all the way up there. Guys, you can obviously edit these studies if you just come in here. Wait, excuse me. You can edit. I'm sorry, hit the right click these. And you can edit the properties, and you can come and choose which ones you want to show, which ones you don't. The most important two I believe that I like to keep showing are 0.5, 0.618. Okay, and I color code a blue one for the 0.618, so it's easier to stand out for me. Okay, and then for me, if you retrace over 100%, you're obviously taking calls or puts in that direction. So I make mine green. So say you better sell, you dummy. Okay. Anyway, so I like to keep the 61.8 and the 50%. Okay. To me, in my experience as a trader and who I've learned from, those are the most sought after retracements in our market that we can see. And we can see here from this swing high to swing low, we have a almost perfect 50% retracement. You see that here, right? 50%, it came right to it, closed under it, and it actually closed its body on this doji candle right there. Okay. So if you were swinging and you were thinking, man, we might actually get a little bit of upside off this off the downtrend, which is very possible. You're going to have pops, right, on the downtrend, and you're going to have dips on an uptrend. So you can play both sides. Okay. Well, you see that's a nice 50% retracement. Now, you can use this this is obviously a swing trade opportunity or a longer term, right? The longer the swing, the larger the move it's probably going to take to get there. Now, you can use it on a shorter dated time frame, where if you were in our sermon yesterday, we talked a lot about this. Okay. We think, right, we're like, well, usually when SPY does a really big move, it has a pretty decent pullback, right? And usually the retracement's 50%, right? So I like to use a 50 to 61%, right? So look, if you would have taken, if you wanted to play Friday's action, right? This is Friday's candle here. Okay. This is Thursday. If you're like, after the action ended on Thursday, you're like, okay, Lotto Friday, what are we going to do? You're like, well, let's just see what an actual retracement would be on this candle. And lo and behold, I mean, almost to the T. The low was what? 437.22 on Friday, and we have 437.15. You guys see that, right? As the 50% retracement. So you would know, right? You would know any time in here between 50, you could really keep it between 38.2 and 61. You could say anytime in here, this is definitely an area of retracement where we can bounce. Okay. So if you look there, I mean, almost to the actual number, to the tick. Okay. Take this off. And now you're like, well, let's get ready, right? We had Friday's action right here on this candle right here. Okay. We're like, well, let's see what happened Friday, right? Okay. Boom. What happened today? Let's take a look. Right in that buy range that I like to see, right? Right between 50%, 61.8%. So you guys understand the trend here. Okay. SPY definitely likes to make a 50% retracement when there is a big move on a clear trend. All right. So that's what we saw here. Okay. And that's what we like to see. So we actually played puts up, and we actually, I'm sorry, we played calls up, and then we actually bought the puts at the rejection of the 200-day moving average here. And then we knew, right, this level in here between 50 and 60, we knew between 40 and 41 was a level that we had posted, and there was going to be a bounce, and it bounced all the way back up, right? So you can easily see that. So guys, that was my very quick 30 for 30 Fibonacci retracement. Just remember, if you're going to do a longer time or a longer swing action, the move will not happen as immediate as if you do shorter time frame actions like we did right here on the daily. Guys, I hope that helped. Hope you're having a great rest of your evening, and I will see y'all bright and early in our community. Peace.